things are coming for summer, Tina.
Big things like that heat rash you get sometimes?
Bigger.
Okay.
Not what I was expecting.
The Bob's Burgers movie is clearly based off the hit Fox animated series and is directed by show creators Lauren Bouchard and Bernard Derriman, and sees the Belchers having to deal with a sinkhole blocking off the entrance to their family restaurant, ruining Bob and Linda's plans for a successful summer, while the kids solve a mystery that could save the family business. Up until recently, I have never actually seen the show. However, I was excited for this film just off the fact that this would be going against the typical animated movie formula, and not only be a theatrical release hand-drawn film, but a PG-13 theatrical release animated movie at that. And after seeing a handful of episodes before watching the film, I've grown to love it. So just know this review will be coming from a newcomer to the series. Now, I don't know how anyone else feels about this, but when a TV series becomes a movie, I think the most important priority is to raise the stakes higher and tell a story that a regular episode would never be able to, just to justify why the story had to come to theaters. But the Bob's Burgers movie doesn't do that. The film's story is executed in such a simple way that it could have been told in a regular 22-minute episode. However, while this may be a downfall to many TV to movie films, the film actually uses this to its advantage, as it lives up to the simple and delightful nature the show is known for. And by setting up a story on that scale with the show's charming execution, it allows the film to stay true to the spirit of the show. The mystery the plot sets up is consistently engaging and flows very well with the pacing of the film. And while the outcome of it is a little predictable, the film never acts like it isn't, and reveals it at a point in the story where there's enough time for the twist to leave an impression on the audience. Although there is a point by the end of the film where the pacing takes a complete halt, and we end up spending way too much time in one location waiting on the reveal. There was also a great amount of heart put into every aspect of the film, thanks to it being more of a character-driven movie where we get to have a lot of moments with them, continuing some of their stories and motives from the show. And even a couple have really hard-hitting emotional moments, and you can tell from the direction of the film that the creators of the show truly cared about this film pleasing the millions of fans of the series, and making the film a true successor to the show's legacy. But what the Bob's Burgers movie also succeeds at is welcoming new fans to the world of the show, and can be found entertaining and easy to understand even if you haven't seen a single episode of Bob's Burgers before. And while newcomers might not get many of the callbacks and cameos from the series, the story and heart allows the film to be entertaining for anyone who views it. And unsurprisingly, this film is absolutely hysterical. I was expecting to get a good laugh out of this film, but I had no idea that it was going to be that funny. The jokes kept coming at a consistent rate, and even if one was just worth a chuckle, there were at least 10 more gags coming up that were laugh out loud funny. The animation also looks great. As I said, it's amazing that we're even getting a fully hand-drawn animated film in theaters, and the animators did not disappoint. There's a ton of more detail put into every frame of the film when compared to the show, and the character animation operates in such a smooth way that it's pleasing to look at. There's even a few visual gags that are aided by the style and presentation of the film. Although I'm sure many are wondering about the songs in the film because, surprise, surprise, this is a musical, and the directors have been hinting about that part of the film since the movie's announcement. But what's disappointing is that the film keeps forgetting it's a musical. I think there was only 5 songs in the movie in total, which is a true shame because the songs that are in the film are all bangers. Sunny Side Up Summer was easily my favorite, even though I'm sure it's going to be everyone else's. It just puts you in this great mood going into the film, and it's a great mix of the world establishing song where the audience is welcomed into the world of the film, as introduced to the characters one by one, and the classic I Want song, where the desires and goals of each character are expressed and we immediately want to see them succeed over the course of the film. In a way, it could be compared to Belle from Beauty and the Beast and After Today from a Goofy movie. Lucky Ducks was also a very catchy tune that had a ton of great comedic moments and lyrics throughout the song. My Burger Buns made for a charming and nice conclusion to the film, but then there's the villain song, which is the weakest of the film by no competition, as it goes on forever and most of it isn't even singing, rather exposition. Kind of disappointing since we never get villain songs from animated movies anymore. But the main appeal of this movie is going to be the characters, and honestly there wasn't a single unlikable one I could find in the film. After this film, I think we should let Kristen Shaw be in every animated property, because her performance and character are the highlights of the film. Not only did Louise have the best arc and development of all the characters, but she could even be considered the main star of the film, with the amount of screen time and emotional moments she gets. The film also may or may not reveal something about her character May fans have probably been wondering for years. Other than her, Jon Roberts as Linda was another great addition to the cast and had some of the best comedic moments of the movie. H. Jon Benjamin is and always was perfect as Bob Belcher. I can't think of a single moment where Tina wasn't fun to watch, and Dan Mint's performance helped with making that possible. Gene also had a ton of great moments in the film, and Eugene Merman does a fantastic job at playing the character. The voice cast in general did such an amazing job in bringing their characters to life, and I was also surprised by how good they were at singing. While it doesn't have the strongest story or pacing, the Bob's Burgers movie is a funny, wholesome experience that executes the strengths of the show perfectly, without biting off more than it could chew or pretending to be something bigger than it actually is. I do not doubt in my mind that fans of the series will adore the movie, and even non-fans will be able to find a good amount of entertainment from it. Although I would recommend watching a few episodes before viewing the film, just to get a taste of the nature of the show. Obviously, I don't think this film is some epic masterpiece, and in terms of animated series to movie films, I probably prefer the original SpongeBob or Simpsons movies. But its charm and heart just make it a nice comfort movie that could put just about anyone in a great mood and have audiences leave with huge grins on their face from beginning to end. It's just such a hard film to hate. I'm giving the Bob's Burgers movie an 8 out of 10. Anyways, what do you think of the Bob's Burgers movie? Did you love it? Are you a fan of the show? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more reviews.
That feels nice.
I know.
Don't rub my sesame seeds off.
I won't, don't worry.
They're a cute couple.
I give him a year.